This is the arrival of Nnamdi Kanu in court today. Nnamdi Kanu may be released next week. Listen to the end. We shall give you reasons why he will or may be released by next week. But this is his entrance into the court today, being the 2nd of May 2025. So there was palpable tension in Abuja as Nnamdi Kanu's trial resumes fully with 22nd volunteered lawyers. With 22 volunteered lawyers. There was serious tension in Abuja today as trial of Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, resumed at the Federal High Court. Justice James Omotosho approved a request from the federal government to allow its witness to testify behind protective screens, saying that the case is a sensitive one and that it is linked to national security. On the other hand, Kanu's legal team, led by Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria, showed up with 22 lawyers. But the judge insisted that only 13 already listed lawyers would be officially recognized. Now, they went ahead with the cross-examination of the witness that came up last 2 days. They started the cross-examination of that witness, and I'm going to tell you how the cross-examination went. Now, Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, son Kanu Agabi, started the cross-examination of the first witness, and he asked the witness, he said, "Did you take my client's statement with or without his lawyer?" The witness said his statement was taken without his lawyer. Kanu Agabi asked again, "From the video evidence, where were you the person interrogating him?" Witness, "I was among." The witness said he was among the people interrogating Nnamdi Kanu when he first came in. He now said, "Did you appear in the video?" Witness says, "No, he did not appear in the video." Kanu Agabi asked him again, "What was your assessment specifically?" And the witness said, "To arrest Nnamdi Kanu and bring him to Abuja and interview him." Kanu Agabi asked again, "Apart from the defendant, did you obtain statements from others?" The witness said, personally, he did not, obtain statement from any other person. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, "At the time of arrest, you withdrew from him all the items presented in court?" The witness said yes. He now asked him again, "Were those all his personal properties?" The witness said yes. Kanu Agabi went ahead to say, "Are there other items that haven't been presented? Items considered offensive?" He's now asking him, "Is there any other item that has not been presented here?" The witness said, "My lord, the items might not be offensive, but the action behind it." Agabi went ahead to ask him, "No, answer me correctly. Did you analyze the items?" The witness said, "My task wasn't to analyze the items." Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, "So you did not analyze it?" The witness said, "I didn't, except his phone." Agabi went forward to say, Is the phone analysis in evidence?" The witness said he stuttered. The witness stuttered, and then, because it was considered immaterial, he said no, because it was considered immaterial. The witness was now asked again, "Do you agree that most of the items that have lost their use, it's over 10 years. Do you agree that most of the items have lost their use because it has been over 10 years? The witness said yes. Kanu Agabi went ahead to say, in 10 years since you first arrested him, have you seen anyone who claims he committed a crime? Witness said that he didn't. He has not seen anyone. Then Kanu Agabi said, you said you found him with something, with someone. Did you find any incriminating thing on the person? Did you find any incriminating thing on that person? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, did you confirm the person as a facilitator of terrorism? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi went ahead to say, did you find any instrument of violence on my defendant? The witness said none. He did not find any instrument of violence on Nnamdi Kanu. Then did you contact any of the persons the defendant named in his statement as working with him? The witness said he didn't name anybody. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, is it only one statement that was obtained from him? The witness said, in Lagos, yes, but in Abuja, other statements were obtained. Agabi went ahead to ask him, apart from the defendant, is there any other person standing in trial with him? The witness said that he doesn't know. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask again, I put it to you that in the entire nation, this defendant is the only person standing trial for the agitation of Biafra. The witness said, I don't have information to that. All I know is that he did the arrest in Lagos. So Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, from your knowledge, the agitation does not have any other person apart from the defendant? Witness says, certainly not correct. Kanu Agabi now asked him, so who are the rest? The witness said, from the news on social media, I know Simon Ekpa. Witness, so because of what you read from social media, you want my defendant to be sentenced to death? The witness said, I have said what I know. Simon Ekpa is working with him. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, is the Simon Ekpa standing trial with my defendant? The witness then responded and said, I know he was arrested. Agabi now asked him, but is he standing trial with my defendant? The witness said, I don't know. Agabi asked him, we are keeping counts of your I don't know. The witness was avoiding questions. So Kanu Agabi now told him, we are keeping counts of your I don't know. Now Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, is the defendant charged with damaging properties of people or government? The witness said, what I know is he is charged with terrorism. He goes ahead to define what terrorism means. So Kanu Agabi now asked him again, but is he charged with damaging anyone's property? The witness said, maybe not, but remotely. He instructed people to destroy government properties. Kanu Agabi now asked him, do you know a single person who damaged any properties according to my defendant's instruction? The witness says, it's not my duty to answer that question. He turns to the judge and asks if he can be limited to the questions he answers. The judge says no. So the witness wants a limitation to the question he can answer. The judge told him no. So Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him again, did my defendant say the nation is suffering from corruption? The witness said, I can't remember. You see, he will not remember anything. Agabi went ahead to ask him, He said the nation is suffering from corruption, true or false? The witness said that question should not be put to me. He said the question should not be put to him. You know, when all these things were going on, the judge now saw that this witness is not even, ready to answer questions. The judge now told him. The judge told the witness, you do not dictate the questions that should be asked you. Just answer yes or no. That is what the judge told him. Then Kanu Agabi now went ahead to ask him, do you remember my defendant said the country lacks infrastructures? The witness said that I can't remember, but he called the country a zoo. This is what this guy remember. He said he can't remember, but he called the country a zoo. Kanu Agabi went ahead to ask him, can you remember if he apologized for the uncomplimentary remarks he made about the president and Igbo leaders? The witness said he can't remember. Kanu Agabi went ahead and asked him again, you didn't remember if he described IPOB as a voluntary organization? The witness said that he can't remember. Kanu Agabi asked him again, do you remember he said IPOB doesn't engage in armed struggle? The witness said that he can't remember. Kanu Agabi asked him again, you know there's been buy-ins in the country, in Kaduna State. The witness said yes, that he's aware. Kanu Agabi asked him, the killings, is it from agitation of separation of states? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi asked him again, for many years there has been killings in Zamfara. Is it as a result of the agitation for separation? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi asked him again, there has been killings in Benue. Is it a product of agitation for separation of states? The witness said no again. Kanu Agabi asked him, there is killings in Plateau State. Is it as a result of aviation, or is it as a result of agitation of separation? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi asked again, are our highways safe? The witness said to some extent they are safe. Agabi asked him again, many villages have lost their lives, they have lost Nigerians, they have, many have been killed in churches and mosques. The witness said, I remember few of those instances. Kanu Agabi asked him again, are those killings as a product of agitation of separation? The witness said no. Agabi went ahead to ask him, schools have been attacked and students died. This witness said yes, that they have seen instances where schools have been attacked and students died. Then Agabi asked him again, are these buy-ins does these buy-ins have anything to do with agitation of separation? The witness said no. Kanu Agabi asked again, do you say IPOB was proscribed? The witness said yes. That is the one he will say yes. Kanu Agabi then went ahead to ask him, who were the parties to the action in which IPOB was proscribed? The witness said the federal government. Agabi now asked him, do you know if the application was ex parte? The witness said no. Agabi now asked him, since the proscription of IPOB, do you know any IPOB member that has been prosecuted? The witness said no. He now asked him, do you know any IPOB member? The witness said no, but I have seen him during broadcast issuing directives to IPOB members. The Kanu Agabi now asked him, have you seen any IPOB member being prosecuted? The witness said no. He now asked him again, is it a crime to propagate ideologies. The witness said, no, this is where they pin him. Is it a crime to propagate your ideology? The witness said no. You see, you have answered the whole question. So Kanu went ahead to ask him, which are the states to which IPOB message is directed to? The witness said, majorly southeast and south-south states. Kanu now asked him to name them. The witness names the southeastern states. Then Agabi now asks him, these states have lawmakers, governors, etc. being represented nationally? The witness said yes. Agabi now asked him, are they constitutionally established? The witness said yes. Agabi now asked, these states, have they security personnel and do they receive federal allocation? The witness said yes. Kanu now asked, do all Nigerians live in all the states that you have mentioned? The witness said yes. Agabi asked him again, so does it mean that the people of these states you mentioned don't carry out their supposed leaders' orders? That is, you have governors in these states. Is it that the people in that state do not listen to their leaders? They don't carry out the orders of those leaders, those people that call themselves governors in those states. The witness said there are people in that state who carry out their instructions. Agabi now said, do you have evidences? The witness said no. So he is claiming that people are carrying out Nnamdi Kanu's, orders, but he does not have any evidence to back that up. Agabi asked again, are you aware that even the court apologized to my defendant for some of the wrongs done to him? The witness said, I wasn't in court that day. Agabi asked him again, are you aware that the people of the Southeast are in the DSS, Air Force and military? Are you aware that they are in the DSS, the Air Force and the military? The witness said that he is aware. Agabi asked again, a former Inspector General of Police and others are from the Southeast? The witness said yes. He now asked, in line with all these offices mentioned, nobody from the region is guilty of the accusations you made against them? Then the witness said, we have videos where miscreants commit atrocities and mention Nnamdi Kanu as their leader, and he sent them to do it. Agabi then asked him, do you have evidence to that? The witness said, personally, he doesn't have any evidence, but the service has. The service is the DSS and the other military services, that they have the evidence. So this is what transpired, part of what transpired in court today. Now, going to the reason why I told you that Nnamdi Kanu may be released next week. So the judge handling Nnamdi Kanu's case has today adjourned the trial to next week, the 6th, the 7th, and the 8th of May 2025 for final judgment. That is the statement of the judge. He said in his words, Justice James Omotosho said, this matter must come to a conclusion by the 8th of May 2025. It has lingered for 10 years and I am not going to stretch it more. We are going to give account of our actions here on earth when we die. I want to give a good account. So Nnamdi Kanu is expected to be out by next week. They said there will be a conclusive, decision made on this case on the 8th of May 2025. So hopefully we are expecting the release of Nnamdi Kanu soon. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, will be a free man. So this is what transpired in court today. Have your say and let's hear what you have to say about what transpired in court today. Thank you for listening. This is Biafra First.